Alright, I owe y'all a video. Not too much editing on this one, cause, I gotta make it quick. So, Sword and Shield. I knew I was gonna make a video about my thoughts on what we've seen so far, since, I have a lot to say. Now, I did have an original video planned out, but I had to can it, for reasons that I'll go over later. But it pretty much covered what was good about the trailers, what was bad, what was meh, and what I was hoping for. Well, the script for that was finished right after E3 was done, and it pretty much became outdated as soon as I finished audio editing. So you get this condensed version instead. Sorry about that. Overall, Sword and Shield isn't looking that great. There are some good points, for sure. Music sounds good, the environments look great, conceptually, and I like the Pokemon design so far, other than the box legendaries. I was legitimately excited after the first trailer. Like they said the word gym and my faith in existence had returned. Things went downhill fast though, like they started announcing worse and worse stuff like Dynamax. It's just dumb. I didn't think things could get worse than Z moves, but, once again, this franchise never ceases to amaze me. That's nothing compared to the info we got at E3 though. I'm talking about the bullshit with the National Pokedex. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just dumb. It doesn't seem like the kind of thing this franchise would do, really. I can get leaving a lot of Pokemon out in the spin-offs, but the main games? This is even worse considering that Pokemon Home, which is the new transfer tool, is going to be a paid service, so we're going to have to pay for that and bank. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like any of this. This is weird. The good news is that literally nobody is happy about this, from what I've seen. I think people would rather be able to see all of their favorite Pokemon rather than a few of them but Dynamax, for sure. And the reasons they gave for this change didn't make sense either. Like, we know y'all don't care about how balanced the games are, as shown by the last 4 or 5 competitive seasons, and the part about having enough storage space just didn't make sense. Especially considering some of the other things I've seen graphics-wise. Like, look at this. This is gross. The whole reason that I canned the original video I was working on is because I praised how good the graphics looked. And then I saw these, and I couldn't change the script because that was literally one of the only good things I had to say about the game. There are still a lot of things I want to see in Sword and Shield though, like a Kalos post-game, voice acting, and maybe a fix for some of the 3D models, since sky battles aren't a thing anymore and I fucking hate this Xatu whatever this thing is. But there really isn't any point in hoping for stuff like that, since they're more focused on using the game's storage for 1,000 different Dynamax models. There is stuff I'm excited to see in these games, for sure, but not a whole lot that's going to justify the $60 price tag considering all the missteps we've seen so far. Despite everything, I still desperately want to have faith in this game. Think about it. It's been 7 years since the last good Pokemon game, and 5 years since the last decent one. Fez and Metroid Prime 2 can only fill the void in my heart the franchise left behind for so long. I'm still hoping that there will be some miracle fix or even a delay, which I wouldn't even complain about, to make sure everything works out alright. I mean, Mario Maker 2 and the Sonic movie did those things, so, let's hope, y'all. I'm sorry if this video was kinda boring and not as flashy as my usual serious videos. I feel kinda bad about copping out and getting my thoughts out in a simpler fashion, but I'd rather do that than post something that's gonna be outdated. But I'll tell you what, I'll end this video with the ending joke in my original script. Take care, folks. I mean, okay, look, you've had a great start and you can still fix this. Galar looks great, the new Pokemon are nice mostly, you're clearly bringing a lot to the... I take it back, these games are gonna suck.